Why would you live in Florida? You need to move out of Florida. You need to get out of Florida. You need to move somewhere else. I can't tell you how many times a day I get this comment, but it's a lot. I'm going to try and approach this in the best way possible because I know that these comments come from a genuinely good place most of the time, but I do have a lot of frustrations about getting this comment every day, and I'm sure I'm not the only one in a similar predicament who feels the same way about this, so I'm just going to express how I feel here. I find these types of comments, for lack of a better word, annoying, and I know that that's not their intent, but it is still how they make me feel. First, Florida is my entire life. I was born here. I've never lived anywhere else. I'm going to be 33 years old here in the next couple months. 33 years is a lot of life to have built in one place. That's a lot of roots. I mean, my parents still live in my childhood home that I grew up in. Adding this in, but also I shouldn't have to move out of the state of Florida. Like, this is where I live. The issue isn't me and where I live. The issue is the government trying to control people's healthcare and take away trans people's access to healthcare because they just are uncomfortable with trans people. It's not something that's simple to uproot. It's also extremely expensive. Me and my wife have been planning to move out of Florida for a while now, and it's still probably going to be a couple years. And we looked into the moving costs just to move us out of state in a few of the places we've looked, and that's going to be a couple thousands of dollars on its own. Not something that I just have, unfortunately. And that doesn't even include the cost and logistics of finding new careers and housing and all of the things that go along with that. It's additionally frustrating because I get this comment multiple times a day anytime I talk about healthcare as a trans person in Florida, whether it's me sharing frustrations or the process that I'm going through or whatever it is. That's when I start getting these comments. And these type of comments just aren't helpful. Like, unless you're going to give me the couple thousands of dollars that I would need for an out-of-state move and also help set me up with housing and careers, it's just not helpful. Every trans person that lives in a state like Florida has looked at moving out of state. It's a pretty universal experience that when you're already in a frustrating and challenging situation, when somebody says something that is not helpful, it just adds to the frustration. Anyways, that's how I feel about it. You don't have to agree. That's totally cool. This is just how these comments personally make me feel right now.